My new book, Facts That Aren't True, is out now. Explore well over 100 myths, misconceptions, and urban legends from the human body to history to animals, nature, and much more. Get your hard copy or ebook instantly. Don't forget about my other book, Rational Answers to Stupid Questions. Click the link in the description now. You say you have one evidence of a deity?
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah,
one
so-
evidence, please.
Okay. Have you heard about like the necessary existence?
I've heard the term, yeah.
Okay, do you know what that is? Like, okay, what do you think the necessary existence is?
It's something that can't not exist.
Yeah, there has to be like for example, the universe is like contingent, and there's like a
It is?
external necessary existence that
The
everything
universe is
dependent-
contingent,
Yeah, it's contingent. Yeah,
and we know that?
yeah. The universe.
How do we
is-
know that?
Because okay, before I tell you that, I have to explain it. So there's a contingent existence, and there's a necessary existence, which the necessary existence cannot fail to exist, but the universe is contingent. Like the universe is dependent, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I heard that.
It can be any other way. Like it's possible, basically. It's a possible existence.
Yeah, I've also heard that necessary and contingent. Contingent means it could have been in some other way. Necessary means
you
it
got it right. Yeah,
could
that's
not
what
be
I'm saying.
in any other way, which seems ridiculous to me. I don't understand how a god can have free will and the freedom to do other things and be
No, I
necessary.
haven't gone to that part. You're trying to strawman. I'm not trying to like.
I'm
don't
I'm
straw-
not trying to straw
Okay,
man.
like I know you want to run away, but like don't try to.
That's literally
Oh.
not happening at all.
Okay, do you accept that there is a necessary existence?
No.
What? Why?
Because just saying that's the way things ought to, or that's the way things are, is just so unconvincing
Okay,
to
is
me.
the cosmos dependent or independent?
The cosmos is there.
That is.
I believe that would probably satisfy your definition of necessary, but perhaps maybe not. But perhaps there are multiple universes, but there would still just be what
That's
you
a
can
un-
you can
that's
you
un-
can still
that's an
you can
unproven
still
hypothesis.
consider them to be one universe.
Okay, you're dependent, right? Do you agree that you're dependent?
That was not your question. Your question was the cosmos.
No,
And
no,
I
yeah, I'm
have
trying to get to that. I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to build to it.
no, that is what you said, so we're not going to talk about me.
Okay,
So you
do
said
you
the
agree that everything is
cosmos, you
dependent?
said the cosmos is contingent, and I
Yes,
see
everything
absolutely
part of it.
no reason to assert that the cosmos is
Because everything
contingent.
part of it, everything that makes it up is contingent.
That doesn't mean that it is contingent.
Because everything is relying on itself, so it's contingent.
No.
It's made up. Like it's
Can
made up
God
of, like,
exist if God doesn't exist?
I haven't used that word because I'm not trying to. Get
Can
called
God
out.
exist if God doesn't
I'm not trying
exist?
to be called a fallacy.
Yeah, so
I'm
the
not trying to
question was, can God exist if God doesn't exist?
That's a logical contradiction.
Yeah, so the question is, can God exist if God doesn't exist?
That's what. That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
so for the fourth time, the question is, can God exist if God doesn't exist?
What are you trying to?
Yeah,
tell
so
me?
the question for the fifth time is, if God doesn't exist,
No,
can God
no.
exist?
No.
Oh, then God's contingent.
No. The way you're saying it, you're wording it differently.
The way I'm wording it is like the way you are talking about the universe. Oh, there are the universe itself is the universe? Oh, well then that means it's contingent.
I
No,
haven't said that.
there are a subset of things of the universe. The set of all things, which is universe, contains things that are part of the set. Therefore, it's contingent. I think that that's stupid. Now, maybe I'm stupid. It's your job to try to figure that out.
Okay, please listen. Okay, do you agree that it's the cosmos is made up of pieces or parts?
Yep. Does God have properties? Yep. Therefore,
Bro,
God's
you're-
contingent.
you're-
There we go. The
bro,
end. What do you want to
please
talk
listen,
about
please.
next?
Please, sir, please. Like, you don't try to like give me a hard time, alright? Please. Yes, you said yes, right? Okay,
Okay, sweetie, I'll go easy on you.
okay. There has to be like an external source that
Why is that?
assembled it. That assembled it. There has
Why
to
is
be like
that?
because it's possible to be disassembled.
How do you know that?
Because anything that's made up of pieces can be disassembled.
So if this pencil didn't
Yes, it can be
exist, the
disassembled.
universe wouldn't exist?
No, that can be
No?
disassembled too.
Okay.
It's made up of parts. Anything that's made up of parts can be disassembled. The universe
Do you
is made
think
up of
Jesus
parts.
existed?
I'm not talking about that stuff.
Do you think Jesus existed?
That's not what I'm talking about.
Do you think that Jesus existed?
That's not my deity. So I'm not talking about that.
Okay, well, if you just admit you're not a Christian, then okay. This argument wouldn't work for Christianity because Jesus had skin flakes that he lost and were destroyed. So Jesus was disassembled. Therefore, Jesus
I'm
cannot
just
be a
trying to get to the
necessary
most.
being.
If I can't go from 0 to 1, I'm trying to get you to from 0 to 1.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not guaranteeing you to get 100%. So I'm just trying to tell you that there's an external view. Okay, why do you not agree with me? So I can fix it. So I can refine it.
You're asserting that the universe has to be caused by something, and you haven't
I never
given me a
said
good
cause.
reason.
I never used that word. I never used it. I never used that word. I never used the word causality.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm trying to stay away from it. So I don't have to be, fall into any fallacies.
Has the universe always existed?
There's no evidence for it.
That the universe has always existed?
Yeah, there's no evidence for it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that there was an existence before the universe?
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm
it
saying
is.
there has to be like a necessary existence.
Okay,
External.
and it is the universe. There we go.
How do you know it's the universe?
I'm
The
just
burden-
defining
the burden-
it to be
the
that
burden
way.
of proof is on you now. You have
There's
to
no
prove it.
evidence of anything other than the universe. The universe, by definition, is all that exists.
But if
So,
it's like
by
a closed
definition, it's
system, it
necessary.
still needs
There
an
we go.
external.
Boom.
It still needs an
Philosophy is
external.
really easy. I don't know why more people don't do this.
There has to be an external explanation.
Nope. The universe just is. Brute fact. Necessary thing. There we go.
There has to be like a necessary existence for it because it's contingent.
No, it's not contingent
Anything
because
that's
it's
made up of parts
necessary.
is contingent. Anything made up of parts is contingent. It can be generated.
Nope.
Okay, do you agree that particles are individual pieces that are put together?
Do particles exist? Yep.
Okay, are they made up of pieces, like different pieces put together?
Yep.
So it's contingent.
No, because it can't not exist in that form. Therefore, it's
But
necessary.
it's contingent because it's
Nope.
made up of pieces.
Yeah, but it can't not exist in that form. So there.
A necessary existence cannot be made up of pieces.
Yes, it can.
It cannot.
So
It's
something that's
necessary.
necessary is made of nothing.
No, it's one single thing. It cannot be made up of.
And
there
that's what
can't
God
be
is.
parts.
So what is God made of?
It's not made up of pieces.
So
Immaterial.
what is God made of?
Immaterial.
So it's not even a thing, so it doesn't exist. Okay.
No, it's immaterial.
So it's not made of anything,
Yeah.
so it doesn't exist. Thank
No,
you.
no, I never said that. I never said that.
Can you name anything else that exists that isn't made of anything?
That's why the necessary existence is unique.
So there's only one of these things, and it has the exact same properties as nothing, but it's the necessary thing. This is fantastic.
You're defining it as nothing.
No, I'm telling you that it has the same properties as nothing. Actually, you told us that it has those properties. I'm just here to point it
I
out.
never said it's nothing, but it's just.
I know you
immaterial.
didn't, and that's not what I said. What I said was, you told us that it has the same properties as nothing.
But it's not
But-
made up of pieces. It's not.
It's not made of anything, therefore it doesn't exist. It's nothing.
It's not composed of individual, distinguishable pieces.
It's not composed of anything, which is what nothing is. Let's do it this way. What is
Are you
nothing
trying to
made out
straw
of?
man? Is that what you're trying to do?
No. What is nothing made of?
By definition, nothing is just nothing.
What is it made of?
Nothing.
What is it made of?
How could it be made of something?
So nothing is not made out of anything. You agree?
It's a concept.
Nothing is not made out of anything. Do you agree?
Yeah.
What is
why
this
that relevant?
necessary being made out of?
It's not made up of physical things.
It's not made
not
up
physical.
of anything.
It's not physical. No, it's
It does not
physical.
exist. It
No,
has the
it's
same
not physical.
properties as nothing.
It's not physical.
Yeah,
It's like
which is the
incomprehensible.
property that things that don't exist share. Would you like a Venn diagram?
But listen,
Here's a Venn diagram of things that don't exist and your necessary being.
I can't
The
see it. I
filter.
see it
I
on
know.
the other
I know
people.
the filter's making it not appear. Hold on. I drew a Venn diagram of things that don't exist and the necessary being that you have told us about. It's a circle.
Yeah, that's a circle. Yeah,
In the words of Ralph Wiggum, it's a circle.
So what are you trying to do,
Your mom?
bro? Like you're childish, man.
Sometimes I don't take things that aren't seriously.
But
I don't take things that aren't
necessary
serious very
is not made up
seriously.
of pieces. The universe is not necessary.
Yeah, it's not made of anything. Well, no, the universe is necessary because it can't not exist.
It contradicts it.
Does the universe exist?
Yes.
Therefore, the law of
Contingent.
non-contradiction or whatever says that the universe can't not exist. Therefore, it's necessary. There, boom,
No, it's
boom goes the
contingent.
dynamite.
It's contingent.
It's not.
Contingent.
Nope.
Because it's made up of pieces. It can be any
It
other
has
way.
to be, otherwise it wouldn't exist. Boom.
It can be any other way.
No, it can't.
For example, like a necessary thing, like for example, a necessary fact is 2 + 2 = 4. That's a necessary fact. It cannot be any other way.
No, you could literally change your base system and then 2 + 2 would equal 10.
No, that's not possible because 2
No,
+ 2
it literally is
zero.
possible.
It's
We
eternally
invented
gonna
math
be
and we
2 +
determine
2
what the
= 4.
rules are. So if you just change your base system, then 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4.
That's your at that point you're refuting logic. Which doesn't
No,
exist.
because again, we invented logic, and so it works by the rules that are set up in place for it. So no,
So
I'm not.
invented,
Yeah.
if by definition
Logic is
so you're
descriptive,
using
not
a-
prescriptive.
you're
I'm
using
so
logic
sick of you
to
idiots
logic.
coming up here and trying to make this stupid transcendental argument that, or whatever this is, that logic is anything other than that. I'm so
How can
sick
you
of it.
say that it's invented if you're using
Because
it
it's
right now?
descriptive, not prescriptive.
And how do you know that?
Because that's literally the way we use it.
So that at that point, from your perspective, it's arbitrary.
No, it's grounded in reality, which
If
is
it's
not
then it's
arbitrary.
not-
It
it's
really
not made up, then.
exists.
It's not made up.
In fact, it's grounded in the necessary thing.
What's the necessary thing?
Reality, the universe, the set of all things that
No, the
exist.
universe is not.
Yes, it is. I've
I
chosen
already
to
ex-
define it
I
that
already
way.
explained it to you many times, man. I already told you. It's
No,
made
you
up of
told me that
pieces.
something that has the properties that nothing has is the necessary thing.
Okay, listen. It can be
I did
any
listen.
other way. Okay, listen.
Yeah,
A
to what?
contingent thing can be any other way. Do you
Yeah, the
agree?
universe can't be any other way.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
No. Do you have
Yes,
any
it
proof
can.
that it can be any other way?
Things are changing. Things are changing. Like it's not like it's
Yeah,
not one.
that's the way the universe is. It
not
can't be
fixed.
any other way.
It's not fixed.
What?
It's not fixed.
That doesn't matter.
It can be any other way.
Does God make decisions and do things?
Yes, but
Oh,
not
so
like
God changes throughout time. Okay,
No,
well,
they
God's
don't.
not
No,
necessary
they
then.
don't.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about next?
the universe can be any other way,
No, it actually can't.
and it's finite too.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is because
Nope.
it's
It's
expanding.
got flat. The shape of space is flat. It means it goes on forever.
It's
Anyways, what do you want to
expanding.
talk about next?
No, it's expanding. That shows it's finite. How can something that's infinite be expanding? That's
Your inability to comprehend it is not an argument. What do you want to talk about
if
next?
it's expanding, that means it's finite.
No.
There's an outside to it.
No. There are literally different kinds of infinity. Infinity can get bigger.
There is an outside to it. There has to be like
No,
an
there
outside
isn't.
location. Then you're basically saying it's not expanding.
I'm basically saying that it is infinite and it is expanding.
That's a logical contradiction.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. How can
Nope.
something expand and be
Your
infinite?
inability to comprehend it is not an argument.
Then you have to demonstrate that because that goes against logic.
There are different kinds of infinity. Different infinities are greater in value than other infinities, so infinity can grow. This is literally known. How many numbers exist between 0 and 1?
0 and 1, about 0.
So could you give the real answer?
No.
Okay. How many possible distances are there between a point A and another point that we will call point B? How many
It depends
possible
on the
distances
situation.
between 2 points are there?
Can you clarify? Can you give me clarity?
Not really, because this is so unbelievably simple. How many possible distances are there between 2 points?
How many possible distances are there between 2 points? It depends on the 2 points.
It literally does not. So how many possible distances are there between 2 points?
Any possibility.
The answer is infinity. So I'll ask you the same question for the third time, and I will tell you what the answer is. How many possible distances are there between 2 points? And as a reminder, the answer is infinity.
Infinity.
Great, there you go. Now, how many possible points are there how many possible distances are there between 2 points that are farther away from each other than that initial point that I just described?
Infinity.
Infinity. But one of those infinities is greater than the other.
Where are you, like, how is this gonna solve the contradiction or the
It's not a
paradox?
contradiction. I'm demonstrating to you that there are different kinds of infinities that are bigger than other infinities, so infinity can grow.
Infinity can grow?
Yep.
Infinity
I
is
see
not,
no logical problem with the concept of
is
infinity
something that
growing.
goes on forever. Infinity is a concept that goes on forever.
Sure. So there are no real infinities? Is that what you're saying?
If something is infinite, it goes on. There's no end to it. There's no
Are you
growing.
saying that there's no such thing as a real infinity?
Infinity is something that grows.
Yeah,
If
so the
cosmos
question,
is
I'll ask it for a third time. Are you saying that there's no such thing as a real infinity?
No,
Okay.
I'm not sure, but like,
You're not
you
sure.
know,
Okay. What do you want to talk
yeah.
about next?
But yeah, like you still haven't solved the contradiction. But let's move on
There is no contradiction,
because
but
you
we
said
are
the
going to move on. What do you
that's
want to
a
talk about
logical
next?
contradiction. If you want to live with that, that's your decision. But I already explained it to you. There has to
And
be a
I
contingent.
explained to you that there are different quantities of infinity, some that are larger than others. So the idea that something that is infinite is growing is not a contradiction.
But that doesn't solve the problem of the necessary existence and the contingency.
Oh, well, I agree it wouldn't solve that, but I don't think that that was ever a problem. The universe is the necessary thing. I choose to
No, it's
define
not.
it that way.
Because it's made up of pieces and it can be any
Yeah, but
other
it
way.
could not be any other way. It can only be made
It
up
can be
of pieces
conceived differently.
like
It
the
can be
way that
conceived.
it is. That's the
It
only
can be conceived in
possibility.
another way.
Otherwise, it wouldn't exist.
It can be conceived in another way.
Okay, I can conceive God
Then
in
it's
any
not
kind of
necessary.
way.
It's not
Thor,
one way.
Mithra, Jesus, Yahweh, Tawa, Spider-Woman, Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man's not a god, but Spider-Woman really is. I think it's a Navajo god, or it might be an Apache god. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can imagine any kind of god.
But I'm saying the cosmos is not necessary.
Yes, it is.
Listen, I know you wanna listen. It can be any
I know
other
you want
way.
to just define things to be what they are, and I want to do the same thing too. I don't really get why I'm not allowed to do that, but you guys are. I don't get it.
Do you agree it can be conceived differently?
Maybe, but I can conceive God in any way I want, so therefore it's not necessary.
Alright, man, I'm gonna just see you later, right? You're just
Oh man, I
trouble.
hope not.